Hello everyone, this is Benjiro and welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you a special video on a truly unique subject. Romantic anime that somehow slipped from the mainstream radar. These hidden gems may not have received the attention they deserve, but they carry heartfelt stories, quirky characters, and memorable moments that remind us why we fell in love with anime in the first place. In this video, I'll be diving into 6 forgotten romantic series. I'll share their titles, give you a brief description of their plots and atmosphere, and then offer my personal impressions on what worked and what didn't. Whether you're a long-time anime fan or just exploring the genre, I hope these stories spark some nostalgia and maybe even encourage you to give these series a chance. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your support truly fuels my passion and helps me create more content that celebrates the art of anime storytelling. Now, let's journey together into the realm of forgotten romances and rediscover these hidden treasures. My first Gayara Hajimete no Gal Exit Year 27 Genre Comedy Romance School Type A TV Number of Series Tensa 25 Min Director Furukawa Hiroyuki at School. People are usually divided into 2 categories. In the first there are nerds and botanists, and in the second people it is simpler, without Zabadons. It is easier for ordinary guys who do not experience any difficulties with communication. It's easier to find a pair and how to enjoy the first youthful love. The nerds and botanists with this is an order of magnitude worse, but they are the same people, which means hormones are hit with a key, but they can only dream and fantasize about relationships with the opposite sex because an ordinary girl in their direction, if she looks, then only with contempt. 16-year-old Junichi Hashib, just at that age. He would have to do lessons, but to prepare for exams, and he only thinks about how he would quickly lose their virginity. Good friends decided to pin him and literally forced me to confess the love of their beautiful classmate, Jayara Yukon Yame. But who would have thought that she would really agree to meet him? The fantasies of the Junichi finally begin to come true, but it is not clear whether it is a sweet dream or a terrible nightmare. And what beat further in their relationship you will see in anime. A fairly purposeful young man who joined the badminton team is studying at a school with a sports bias. He likes what he is doing, but he should strive to improve his skills. And for this, every morning gets up as early as possible to come to the gym and start training. In this process, he does not need a company at all, but the situation is so formed that someone is always present in the audience. More precisely, the same person, and the guy likes to intersect with him. Takey foreigners are even pleasant to greetings of a pretty girl, and he does not imagine the morning without them. And the most important thing is that this cutie acts for him the ideal of sports discipline. Tinatsu Kano plays basketball and therefore practices throws daily to become an even better player. Takey intends to once get closer to her in level, although he catches himself thinking that this is almost impossible. And each time they meet in the gym exchanging warm greetings and timid glances, and gradually the distance is reduced between them. And this circumstance is somewhat confused by both, even though they are implicitly and hope that they will become close. Love from the Fingertips in Yubisaki Turin Exit Year 2024 Genre Romance Shoujo Type A TV Number of Series Telsa 25 Min Director Murano Yuta Description Silence is good for those who are tired of the hustle and bustle, but there are people who are unfamiliar to the world of sounds and they would dream of hearing them. From the very birth of the head, she was in silence. Being inaudible, she did not contact with the surrounding people like those who had a hearing. The girl could communicate only with the help of the language of gestures, but few who owned them. The reason was that without the need a person would not learn the language of deaf-mute people, and simply prefer a company to their own kind. Yuki understands that the circle of communication will remain as narrow as once in childhood, and with age the situation will not change in her favor. Such awareness poisons reality, but Yuki has to come to terms with his unenviable position. Once a guy arises in her way, with whom steep changes burst into life, Itsuomi Naji is a person who is sure that if desired, you can turn the mountains. He definitely does not notice any barriers on his way, because as he is confident in himself and believes that luck accompanies him in all matters. This guy manages to infect a modest girl with his attitude to herself and life, and in addition she will find a loved one and learn to dream. Hananoi, Kantukoi no Yamai Love Exit Year 2024 Genre Comedy Romance Shoujo Type F TV Number of Series 2005 Min Corrector Makino Tomo Description. Adolescents are given a unique opportunity to go through the most carefree period of life, while feeling like an adult enough, and most importantly, having the right to manifest the most important feeling that can exist on earth, and these are love. But not all adolescents see something important in love, so high school student Kotaro Haines perceived the romantic impulses of the soul very indifferent. Close people and friends honored much more attention on her part. The girl paid a lot of time and study as something more useful. Romance was worried about her classmate Saki Hananoi. The guy dreamed of getting his beloved girl, but could not find the one to which he would feel strong feelings. And Saki met with one or another beauty from school. But so he did not come for the sake of, but because of the search for love. It so happens that the paths of Saki and Hotar intersect, and the relations of these two will be a kind of test. The girl will have to believe in the existence of love, and the guy will have to achieve the location of the one that is intended for him. Oh, it will not be easy for both to look for an approach to each other, but it will be an exciting process. Say I Love You, a Sukitutiano exit year 20 Telton romance, school, shoujo type hype TV number of series 1325 min. Director Satokua description Mei Tataban was a victim of children's prejudices. Having decided that the world is full of cruelty, people betray and offend each other, it will prefer to be alone in order not to experience the bitterness of disappointment. So she lived a hermit to her conscious 16 years, trying to remove from any close contacts. Of course, this behavior did not particularly benefit her. No one wanted to communicate with Mei, and the girl herself received a reputation as a sullen silent. Thus, they won't get into the soul, Mei thought, but she did not expect that there would always be someone who wants to conquer the heart of such an unusual girl. So the life of this girl would continue if the attention of the school handsome of the Yamata Kurosawa. On the one hand, his interest in Mei is very clear. The girl, she is pretty, smart, and how he could notice, extraordinary. Her communication needs to be conquered. She is not a simpleton that will hang around his neck. On the contrary, she will give a kick under the ass, which in principle happened. Since then, the interest in this madam has been warmed up even more, and Yamato decided, no matter how difficult it is, he will force this silent attention to him and become a friend. Well, let's see who, the 16-year-old closed Mei or the pressure and the confidence of the young Prince Yamato will tell. Red-haired Princess Snow White Akagami no Shirayuki exit year 2015 Gen Romedy Shoujo Romance, Drama Fantasy, History, Adventure Type TV number of series 25 min, a director Ando Masakiro description. What do you think? What a simple girl will do if the prince himself is almost his attention and chosen in her mistresses? If your answers will be delighted and instantly agree to all conditions. Then you were very mistaken. You see, our Lucky is a red-haired Shiraki, a proud and prudent girl, and she does not want to dance under the pipe of idle nobles and get used to the palace etiquette only because nature awarded her with an exotic appearance, which was noted by the near Prince Samodar. Reasonably reasoning that in her native country she, who refused the prince of a commoner, could no longer count on a calm life, Shirayuki cut her hair and rushed on a journey in search of her fate. Very soon, she was rewarded for courage. On the way she met Zen, a young man of a slight disposition, as much as she, hating conventions and a stiff higher society. With such an ally, many new doors will open in front of Shirayuki, and the prince can no longer be afraid. Only Zen is also not as simple as it seems, and now Shirayuki will have many adventures of the most different properties. Alright guys, here's the cool list of forgotten romantic anime I've dug up for you today. And trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I've got so much more hidden away that it's enough for a lifetime. Seriously, I've watched a ton of anime. And you know the drill. You're always hitting me up asking, Benjiro, give us something new to watch. Well, here you go, enjoy this taste. Now, it's all up to you. If there's good engagement, lots of likes and comments, I know you guys, then I'll keep digging through my archives and pulling out more forgotten gems. So, you want me to continue? Let me know in the comments, ask for more, start reminiscing about your old school favorites, and drop recommendations for rare anime no one talks about anymore. Who knows, maybe your suggestion will be the next one I review. And if you're really into this kind of content, don't sleep on it. Hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss the new stuff. Seriously, it's all in your hands. More action means more content. That's it for now, guys. Smash the like, flood the comments, and remember, anime isn't just about the big hits, it's also full of forgotten treasures we can uncover together. Hugs everyone, and see you soon.